Welcome back to the shop and to the channel. Doing things a little bit different today. This actually isn't the video I planned on uploading this weekend, but this is something that I wanted to do right away and I didn't want to wait for it. One of the big changes that you'll notice is I'm not doing voiceovers. I'm actually recording this audio as I'm recording the video. A while back, if you watched the channel some, you might remember that I machined this Denis Foster straight edge. This is a cast iron machinist straight edge. It's about 18 inches long. And I did a couple of videos on machining it and all the setup that went involved in getting it in the shape that you see it here today. And then I was invited to come up and meet Ron Grundy in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and he taught me some things about hand scraping. And I scraped this straight edge in by hand using a scraper that Ron gifted me. So I scraped the front. Actually, no, I scraped the bottom while I was at Ron's mostly. I did have to finish it. I think it was the bottom. And then I finished up the face and the top when I got back home. 100% hand scraped. I even scraped the top so it is within 2/10 of being parallel with the bottom. Now, when I ended that video series, I had mentioned that someday I wouldn't mind making a box, like a wooden box, to store this in, rather than leave it out in the open, which, isn't going to be an issue to leave it out in the open. But I thought it'd be nice to maybe build a box for it. Well, sometime after that video, I was contacted by a viewer that offered to make a box for me. And what he needed was some dimensions, one of my ideas of what wood I might want to make it out of, and those kinds of things. And so I gave him some, ideas of what, if I was going to do it, this is what I would do. And periodically he would correspond with me. And recently he reached out and said, hey, this thing's about ready, and sent me a couple of snapshots. I didn't, I guess I should say I purposely didn't study them because I wanted to be surprised. And that's what I'm going to do here today. I'm going to open this up. I have not seen this thing yet. And I told Craig that when I opened it up, I wanted to do it on video because I wanted my reaction to be recorded on video at the same time. Doing a voiceover, it helps me when I'm machining something to stay focused on what I'm machining, and instead of talking to the camera, and then later I add the voiceover on top of the video later. But today, no, I'm going to do this live. Well, live-ish. This is recorded, so I can share my reaction as it happens. So let's get started. I'm gonna get this out of the way here. We'll set this down on the bench, and got a razor blade here, and we'll open this up. I'm really excited to see this thing in real life. Like I said, I've seen a couple of snapshots of it, and he's described some of it to me, but I haven't seen it up close. This packing out of the way. He did tell me about this. This is some kind of a key. Wow, I can already tell. This is pretty amazing. Don't drop it. Okay, I know it ends somewhere. Oh, there it is. Wow, man, I hope the video does this some justice, because this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. Not sure what that pin's for. Oh, it's a hinge pin. Looked like one of the hinges came loose, or the pin came out. Get that back in there. Okay, a couple of handles on the sides. That one doesn't want to come out. This one comes out. See what's going on here. There we go. Nice finger joints. Wow, this thing is just gorgeous. All right, now there was some trick to opening this. It has something to do with what's in here. What do we got here? We got Craig's second start. This is a YouTube channel that Craig is starting, so I do remember him mentioning that. Let me pull up Craig's email so I can see what I need to do. I know there's some kind of a key to open this up. Okay, I got Craig's email, and he says to take this key, as he's referring to it, and just align it about an inch left or right of center and push it in. Okay, there we go. I can feel the magnets. Yep, it's being held in by magnets. Looks like one of the magnets, the glue didn't stick. That's okay, we can take care of that. Wow, that's really nice. Now the box, he says, is made from 3/4 inch walnut. And that walnut came from his farm. It was rough sawn on their sawmill, and their sawmill is powered by a Wood Brothers steam engine. And then they stickered it, left it to dry, and it's been drying for 6 years. That's incredible. Looks like he put in a block of wood here as a, I guess just kind of as an example. What you call that? Set that aside. Take a look inside the box. He put wooden spacers, and they're chamfered. They're chamfered here on the edge to make it easier to set the straight edge in, I presume. Sets on 3 stickers. I guess that keeps it up off the bottom. That should be a good thing. Make sure no moisture, I guess, soaks into the wood. I don't know if it's okay to have the straight edge just sitting on the wood. I think that's going to be fine, but I am curious about that, whether or not I should, glue some felt down or something. These hinges are pretty nice. Well, let's see if it fits. That's going to be the trick, right? We'll get to that in a minute. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Finger jointed on the corners. Makes it a little bit stronger. It looks like the top may have warped a little bit in shipping. Could be humidity. To ask Craig what I might need to do to fix it. I don't even know if I need to worry about it. I think it's fine. Push this in, separate the magnets. Just outstanding. He did say that he used an oil-based finish, hand rubbed it, and then used some carnauba wax as the final finish. Yeah, looking at his email, he says that the pine here is not finished, and it's a soft material. That way it doesn't do any damage to the straight edge. I don't think it would. No oils or any chemicals in that wood, so it doesn't do any damage to the straight edge. So I guess maybe the pine by itself should be good enough. So the only thing that Craig had to work off of was the dimensions that I gave him for this. So we are hoping that I know how to read a tape measure and that this will drop right in. Let's see. That is a perfect fit. Tiny bit of play, which is what it should be. Not too much back and forth. Top goes on. Boy, that fits just absolutely perfectly. It is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. I couldn't be more excited or pleased with this. Just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful work. I mean, his craftsmanship is just outstanding. The inside looks like it's clear of any kind of oils at all, which is good. I did say the bottom is free floating. That way it can expand and contract. There's some foam in that groove. That way, if it does expand and contract, the foam will compress, but it keeps that bottom nice and tight so it doesn't rattle. The only thing that this is missing, Craig, and if you're listening, I hope you are, you didn't mark it. You didn't put your maker's mark on it somewhere. So it's missing that. I would have been proud to have your maker's mark on there. So maybe someday, if I ever get a laser cutting machine, I'll have to get your logo from you, and we can put that in there right there. Maybe put a My Little Mule logo next to it. Wow, Craig, you've outdone yourself. It's really fantastic. Craig has a YouTube channel where he's going to start showing off some of his work, and I believe he is going to be available for commission work at the same time. So I will put a link down in the description to Craig's YouTube channel and his contact info. If I have it, I have to see if it's okay to share that. But boy, Craig, this is just absolutely fantastic. I am overwhelmed with how beautiful this box is. I cannot wait to get this video uploaded for other people to be able to see this. Just fantastic.
It's nice.
Well, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing this as much as I did. Take a look down in the description for Craig's info. Appreciate you watching. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I don't normally do these kinds of unboxing, but this is something special that I wanted to share with YouTube. So I hope you appreciate. I hope you appreciate how much I appreciate this piece of furniture. I mean, it's furniture. Right? This is on par with like a Gerstner tool chest, right? It's one of those things that I think a machinist would love to have in their shop, or in their office in this case, because I think this is going to stay in my office now. It's too nice to be out here in this shop, getting all dusty and dirty. Anyway, if you're a subscriber, thank you. If you're not, consider hitting that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I publish a new video. And a special shout out and thank you goes to those that support the channel in other ways, including Amazon, PayPal, and Patreon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.